Ever stop and wonder if the stuff all around us is actually pure? Well, let's dive in and find out.
You've probably seen pure on a milk carton, right? But what does that word really mean to a scientist?
To us, pure usually just means no additives, but in science, it means it's made of only one type of particle. So this is key. All matter falls into two buckets, pure substances and what we call mixtures. A pure substance has a consistent identity, kind of like a unique chemical fingerprint that never ever changes.
Okay, so even pure substances have two types. Let's start with the most basic one, elements.
Think of an element as the ultimate building block of matter. You just can't break it down any further.
Elements like metals have some really cool properties. For example, they're sonorous. They make that ringing sound.
They're also ductile. That just means you can pull them into thin wires, like all that copper wiring. And they're malleable, meaning you can hammer them into super thin sheets without them shattering.
So that's elements. Now, what happens when they chemically combine? You get our second pure substance, compounds. And here's the deal with compounds. The recipe is always fixed. For water, it's always 1 part hydrogen to 8 parts oxygen by mass.
And this is wild. Two flammable gases, hydrogen and oxygen, create water, which puts out fires. How cool is that? So let's break it down. A mixture is just stuff physically thrown together. A compound is a whole new substance.
Mixtures themselves come in two flavors, homogeneous, where it's all evenly mixed, and heterogeneous, where you can see the bits.
Let's get even more specific. We can classify mixtures by particle size. This gives us solutions, colloids, and suspensions.
First up, solutions. The particles are teeny tiny, so small a beam of light passes right through, no problem.
Next, colloids, like milk. Here, the particles are bigger, and they actually scatter light, so you can see the beam.
And finally, suspensions. The particles are huge. They scatter light like crazy and will eventually just settle to the bottom.
This whole light scattering thing, it's called the Tyndall effect, and it's a super handy way to tell these mixtures apart.
Okay, let's switch gears. We've talked about what matter is. Now let's talk about how it changes.
A physical change just alters the form, like ice melting. But a chemical change, that creates a brand new substance.
So, I'll leave you with a puzzle. A burning candle, is that a physical change, a chemical change, or maybe both?